Howdy everybody, I'm Gary and this is GLoPersonalFinance, where I talk about getting your finances under control, building wealth, and becoming financially independent. This is going to be a two-part series on college savings plans. In the traditional sense, you pretty much have two ways of saving for college, the 529 plan and the Coverdell ESA plan. In this video, we're going to talk about the 529 plan and the ways it's so beneficial. So let's get started. Before, if you were to save for college, you would do it in one of two ways. In scenario one, you would save $10,000 in your savings account, or essentially under your mattress, and when your kid went to college, you would pay their expenses from that $10,000. In scenario two, it's a little better. You would take that $10,000, invest it in the stock market, and it grows to $12,000. And by the time your kid goes to college, you would use that money to pay for their expenses. Except Uncle Sam needs to take his part of his cut because he's a jerk. Under current tax laws, Uncle Sam will tax your gains of $2,000, taking around $300 from your $2,000, leaving you with approximately $11,700. I mean, it is what it is. It would be nice to keep that $300 though. And now you can, with the almighty 529 plan. So here comes scenario 3, the 529 plan. These plans are run by states themselves. So the great state of Texas has their own plan, Michigan has their own plan, and California has their own plan. But the general idea stays the same. You've taken $10,000, you've invested it in the market, and made it grow to $12,000. But under the 529 plan, if you use this money for education, Uncle Sam keeps his dirty tax hands off your money. And you get to use the money and the gains tax-free. This is an amazing opportunity for you. In a select few states, if you live in that state and use their 529 plan, you'll have added state tax benefits. But in California, where I live, we don't have such benefits, so I decided to go with Nevada's 529 plan. There are many other states out there that have amazing plans also, so I'll put a link down in the description below for the site I use to choose a specific state plan. A 529 plan doesn't come without its own risk. So here's where the risk comes in. Taking advantage of tax-free growth is amazing. The only problem is sometimes college, trade school, vocational school is not part of our offspring's life plan. So in scenario 1 and scenario 2, all that money is free to use wherever you want. But in the 529, if your child does not go to college, trade school, vocational school, that extra money gained will be taxed at normal income and an additional 10% penalty tacked on. But it's only on the gains. The principal you put in will not be penalized, so that's good. There are some special situations where you can withdraw the money without the 10% penalty, but those are very special situations that you gotta look up for yourself. The good thing about 529s is that it doesn't only have to be used for tuition. You can use a 529 on almost anything related to school expenditures. Enrollment fees, computers, software, internet costs, student loan payments, books, supplies, and even in some cases, room and board. But this is college and university specific, so you'll have to check with your specific school. There are, however, some non-qualified purchase, even though they're related to school. So, travel expenses, college test preps, health insurance, entrance exams, sports and clubs activity fees, those aren't eligible for 529 use. When all is said and done, a 529 is just an account that holds your money. Once you deposit your money into a 529, you need to choose funds to invest in. Now, you can't just choose any ETFs or stocks to invest in. These funds are run by their specific state, so they are limited to what funds they have. For me, I personally chose Nevada as my 529. They have Vanguard and they have low-cost S&P 500 index funds, so I picked that one. Obviously, you need to research your specific state and see if your state gives you even more choices on funds and what state tax advantages for using their specific 529. If there are no specific advantages, choose any other state in the union. Lastly, I'm also happy to announce my channel has some merch. This shirt right here was designed by my AP Statistics class 3 years ago. We all designed it together. There's a link in the description below on how to purchase this shirt or sweatshirt, so go grab yours today in the color of your liking. Please also consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Hitting that like button and turning it blue really helps out the channel. So if you like this information, it takes a good amount of time to research, and that like button helps the channel really grow. I hope you guys found out the benefits of a 529 plan. My next video will be on the Coverdell ESA. It's also a great plan, but it just has a few restrictions, but it could easily fit your needs. It should definitely be considered, and it complements the 529 very well, so stay tuned for that one. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I'll see y'all later.